Well, I'm Patrick Hager. I'm a librarian here at the Bullitt County Public Library, and I've taken over for the director, Randy Matlow, who has moved on to another library. And I'm just started, well, I've been doing this for about a year with Randy, but he just left. So I didn't know much about anime or manga until I started helping out with this group. And I'd say probably some of my favorite anime so far, of course, are Attack on Titan. What's the other one that I really like? Flowers of Evil. That was kind of creepy, so I like that one as well. And so I'm just kind of going with whatever people recommend and seeing a lot of variety of anime, more than I ever knew. And there's some quite risque anime as well, which we don't always show that here. But and if anyone's interested in coming to the anime gaming night, we're open the first Thursday and the third Thursday of every month for middle and high school age students. And we're also at Hillview Library. This is Ridgeway Library in Shepherdsville. We're also at Hillview Library the third Tuesday of the month. So hope to see you there, 5 to 7:30.
And the recent anime I've been watching is Trigun. I find it very interesting in the art style because it's talking about Vash the Stampede, but in the first episode it plays off Vash the Stampede as someone totally different that you would never expect. He turns out to be like a small guy that's not exactly looking powerful, but is powerful. And the person that everyone thinks is Vash the Stampede is a really huge guy that's got this boomerang that leaves destruction everywhere he goes. But instead of having like regular money in that series, they have this thing called double dollars, which I find quite interesting because like it plays it off in a different way, still using real world like economics and everything, but it's still in a different setting. The main setting of Trigun is in an apocalyptic world where everything is kind of set back in technology-wise, and it plays off like sort of a Western way. Good.
Okay.
My name is Carlos Jesse, and my favorite kind of anime is Death Note, Bleach, and Skull Rumble. The reason why I like Death Note and Bleach is because they always have that kind of spiritual thing to do with it. They always have that more action thing to it, to where it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you always like it. Well, I like it. It keeps me on the edge of my seat, and it keeps me entertained. Skull Rumble is just something I can laugh to every once in a while, something I can relate to. Most of the time, there's not a lot of TV shows on that you can really relate to.
I'm at the Brightonfield, and my favorite anime right now is Attack on Titan. And my favorite manga series would have to be Ayashi no Ceres, which is Ceres the Celestial Legend. It's basically an old anime from around the 90s, and it's not much known anymore. And the thing I like about Anime Club is that you can come and be with people that have the same common interests that you do, and you make wonderful friends that stick with you for a lifetime. That's about it.
My name's Ricky. My favorite anime is Fairy Tales. Actually, I have a Fairy Tales tattoo, actually. But
You want to show it?
Sure.
It's on your leg.
That's cool.
I have it. You have a Dragon Ball one too?
Yeah, I have a Dragon Ball Z 1-2 actually. But my favorite manga series would either have to be like the Zack Spell series or the Air Gear series. They were both actually pretty well done. And I've been with the anime meetings since like the second meeting, and it's just pretty much a part of my life by now. Before I got a job, I used to come. I did not miss a meeting. I think I went like a whole 2 years without missing a meeting.
Right.
Okay. So my name's Allie, and like one of my favorite animes that I liked for a while was Vampire Knight. What goes on in Vampire Knight is this girl named Yuki, and she doesn't have no memory whatsoever of her past life, and like she's found out in the middle of a snowstorm, and then there's this guy that comes up and finds her named Haname. And over the while, she goes to this academy that's crossed over from vampires to humans, but only the vampires know about it, and like the humans don't even know that the other classes are vampires. And then over a while, Yuki meets Zero, and her relationship kind of goes on as friends and whatnot. And then eventually Yuki finds out that Zero's a vampire, which brings a whole big shock. And then it kind of escalates from there, and then bits and pieces of Yuki's past start coming to her, and it's like feeding off on her, and it's like slowly kind of killing her. And then like Kaname comes along again and like bites her, and she finds out she's also a vampire that's had her memories of the past. And it's like very interesting on how the way that the events build up and whatnot. Maybe one of my other animes that I like to watch is Inuyasha. It's kind of oldish, kind of, but like not that old. And it took a while for me to finish it because I was so used to watching it dubbed, but like the second series came out and it was in sub, so that got me like really mad, so I had to wait a while for it to come out in dub. Out of all of the animes I have watched, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I can't really remember like all the animes that I've watched because I've watched so many of them, which makes me laugh. So sometimes I like to rewatch some of them, just to have fun, pass time. I go to the anime meetings for two sole purposes: is to pretty much watch new animes or rewatch one of my favorite animes that they have. And the second reason is so I can see friends that I normally don't get to see at school, and to meet new ones and have amazing experiences and eat Pocky. Oh, I love Pocky. I am starting to watch a new anime. It's called Hellsing, and I've heard really good stuff about it. Like, it's like the only anime that can throw anything in it and they would get away with it. So as soon as I get my laptop back, I'm going to start watching that. And that's all I have.
Hey again, and this is
Kelsey.
and I just like anime. One of my favorites would be Black Butler, which is awesome, and Death Note is awesome. Death Note. Black Butler is pretty fun. It's about a demon butler who like helps a little kid who's his master. It's pretty funny. There's like a ton of funny characters. She's actually wearing one, which is Girl Sutcliffe, which I love. And you talk some.
Okay. I love anime and manga, and some of my favorites would be Death Note first, and then Bakuman. And Dead Man Wonderland. The reason Death Note is my favorite is because it's just really full of suspense, and it has a lot of mind games instead of like hand-on-hand battle. It's more like mind battling, where you have to battles against the mind, see who can beat each other with their wits. And the reason I like Bakuman is because the same people who made Death Note made Bakuman, and it's also about like using your mind, except it's about manga and it doesn't have anything to do with death. Dead Man Wonderland, on the other hand, has everything to do with death, and it's these people trapped in a prison who have to play tournaments and kill each other to get out.
Well, it's really fun here at Anime Club because I basically get to see my friends, and we're basically all like the same. We're crazy, and none of my family is really like that. I don't know about you.
I like it here because I get to watch a bunch of different animes and stuff,
and I can talk about manga and different anime characters that we like. Plus, I like the people here. They're kind of crazy and weird, which is funny to watch and listen to.
Yeah, big time. We're all insane.
That's for high school students. You can do so, and applications are being accepted until November 15th. You can get them at chiisai-con.com. Or if you'd like me to print you one out, I can print you one out tonight for free. Who would like an application? I will print them out for you.
Actually, I have a question.
All my body parts.
I'll still know you can have join.
What is what you're mentioning?
The chiisai-con Planning Committee is a group at the library like you guys. They meet once or twice a month. Right now it's just once a month. And they actually plan chiisai-con from...
What is chiisai-con?
It's an anime gaming cosplay convention. Have you ever heard of Fandom Fest?
Yes.
It's our Fandom Fest.
Fandom Fest sucks though.
So I'm sorry, go right ahead.
She's like, oh, Fandom Fest.
Okay, well, once again, who would like an application?
Anybody like an application?
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, I'll get those.
I know how to be my own president. What the Taco Ball?
The guy that gave me the first bite of the Big Mac is that I would have put shells in that thing.